So, hello and welcome to Let's Talk SEO. Google has just announced the use of their Muvera algorithm, which is touted to improve search. So, in the last video, if you watched my Google Core Update video, which was for the Google June Core Update, you would have noticed I mentioned that Google now has a new search retrieval algorithm that it's implementing with the Core Update. From what I'm looking at, it's not for the entirety of the search ecosystem. It's for some parts of it because I think they're testing it. But this will then gradually roll out for the entirety of their search algorithm. So what exactly is this? So in the past, so in order to understand this, you need to know the context of this update and how this changes things. So in the past, Google used a technology called rank embed technology. So, according to the United States Department of Justice antitrust lawsuit, which was something I covered last year, the testimony revealed that one of the signals used to create the search engine results to SERPs is called rank embed, which was described like this. Rank embed is a dual encoder model that embeds both query and document into embedding space. Embedding space considers semantic properties of query and document in addition to other signals. Retrieval and ranking are then a dot product, distance measures in the embedding space. Extremely fast, high quality, uncommon queries and can perform poorly on tail queries. So, in other words, what this rank embed model did is that it assigned a value, which is how it works, from 0 to 1 to text on the document, and then also the document as a whole, so that when people are searching, the value of that document is compared to the value of the search term, and the closest values are then shown in SERPs. This is an extremely fast way to pull up search results, but the problem is it doesn't work very well with long tail keywords or long tail search phrases. And so Google invented or came up with Muvera. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. It's Muvera, Muvera. Anyway, so this is a breakthrough technology or technique, which is called fixed dimensional encoding, or it uses the breakthrough is a technique which uses FDE or fixed dimensional encoding, which divides the embedding space into sections and combines the vectors that fall into each section into a single fixed length vector, which is faster to search for comparing multiple vectors. This allows vector models to be used efficiently at scale, improving retrieval speed without sacrificing the accuracy that comes from richer semantic representation. So according to the announcement by Google, and this is a quote by them, they say, unlike single vector embedding, multi-vector models represent each data point with a set of embeddings and leverage more sophisticated similarity functions that can capture richer relationships between data points. So the difference here is that here each data point gets its own set of embeddings, and it leverages a more sophisticated similarity function. So in the past, the similarity function, which compared two vector embeddings, wasn't as good as this one, which is now a lot better. And so if a vector embedding is 0.85 and the other vector embedding is 0.95, that closeness of relationship is now a lot. Capturing the closeness of the relationship is now a lot more accurate as compared to what it was before. So it helps bring in more data points and compare more data points, while the multi-vector approach boosts accuracy and enables retrieving more relevant documents. It introduces substantial computational challenges, in particular, the increased number of embeddings and the complexity of multi-vector similarity scoring, making retrieval significantly more expensive. And this is one of the reasons why Google is not rolling this across its search ecosystem, but only small segments of it to begin with as part of the June core update. In Muvera multi-vector retrieval via fixed dimensional encodings, we introduced a novel multi-vector retrieval algorithm designed to bridge the efficiency gap between single and multi-vector retrieval. This new approach allows us to leverage the highly optimized MIPS algorithms to retrieve an initial set of candidates that can then be re-ranked with the exact multi-vector similarity, thereby calling efficient multi-vector retrieval without sacrificing accuracy. And so what they're going to do is that then they're going to find similar documents, give it the same vector embeddings based on what it has done before. So it's learning from its past and makes it a lot easier, a lot more accurate, and also, I would argue, a lot more efficient over time, not right away, over time, because it's learning from the previous documents and how is it assigning those vector embeddings to how it processes future documents. Because it has a ML feature that the previous one probably didn't have. So multi-vector models can provide more accurate answers and dual encoder models, but this accuracy comes at a cost of intense computational demands. And that's for obvious reasons, because it's doing a lot more work than it was with the previous model. And so what does this mean for SEO? So if you're doing SEO, your semantic search or your semantic SEO is going to be a lot more important. You need to be aware of how your document is similar to other documents on the internet and also other documents within your website. If the similarity score of your documents within your website are too far apart, you have a problem establishing authority. If they're too close together, you also have a problem which is called keyword cannibalization, something we deal with a lot. And you also have another problem is when you internally link documents that are very, very close together within your website, you're causing what's called you're causing what's called a dilution of authority, which means that two pages that are very similar to each other, linked to each other, will make Google think that both these pages are essentially the same, which means that Google will decide, all right, I want to index page A, but not page B. So one of your pages will not be indexed and one of your pages will be indexed. So at the end of the day, you want to be very careful about what you're putting on your website, what the similarity is in terms of content, not just the content that you're writing, but also the vector embeddings and how close together they are. In the past, we didn't take this as seriously as we should be doing right now, because with emphasis less on backlinks and more on similarity, more on semantic search, this is now going to be a big thing. Even if we're going to optimize for AI mode, I would argue you still need to be very good with your semantic search. So this is what we have so far on Muvera. I will make a more detailed video if people are interested in the more nerdy stuff. And this goes into how these vector embeddings work and how you can set them up, how you can figure them out. It's technical, it's nerdy, it's definitely not for everyone, and so I try to make a video that everyone can benefit from, which is why I didn't necessarily go down and just go dirty with this. But if you like the video, like and subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy ranking.